deletion from B tree. But for deletion, again, there are number of conditions. So I'll just read one slide and then we'll directly see example for all the conditions. So removal from B tree. So during insertion, the key always goes into a leaf. And for deletion, we wish to remove from leaf, but there are three possible ways we can do this. First is if the key is already in a leaf node and removing it doesn't cause the leaf node to have too few keys, then simply remove the key which you want to delete. Second case, if the key is not in the leaf node, then it is guaranteed that its predecessor or successor will be in a leaf. That means it is an internal node which we want to delete. So instead of going with this theory, I'll directly show you this diagram. So the key which we want to delete, I will just call it as a target key. If target key is in a leaf node, this is one condition. Or second condition is if target key is in internal node. So any other node other than root and leaf node. If it is in between, in internal node or intermediate node, that is second condition. Okay, and this is your given B tree, okay, of order 5. So order, that is m equal to 5, is already given here. So how many minimum children this tree can hold? Or okay, so that is given by formula ceiling value of m by 2. So m by 2 will give you 2.5, and ceiling value means you have to take upcoming next value. Okay, and floor means just preceding value. So floor value of m by 2 will give you value 2, ceiling value will give you 3. So minimum number of children should be 3. So every node should have minimum 3 children, and maximum how many children it can have? Maximum m number of children it can have. And how many minimum keys are allowed in this node representation? So it is m by 2 minus 1. So minimum 2 keys must be there, otherwise the property of B tree will be violated. All this information is needed when we are going to consider different deletion cases. Okay, and maximum number of keys any node can hold is 4, that is m minus 1. So here basic thing which you should keep in mind, that any maximum number of children which is allowed for any node is equal to 5. Minimum number of children is 3. Minimum number of keys for a particular node is 2. So in any condition or in considering any deletion condition, your no node should left with only one key value. So that is violating property. So it should not have the case that some node is having only one value left after deletion of some value. So minimum keys are 2, that is must, and maximum is 4. So if at any stage if you want to merge, after merging, if your newly created node is holding 5 key values, then again that is violating the property. So maximum keys allowed is 4. So we will consider here the first case, if the target key is in the leaf node, and this is the simplest first case we are going to consider. Suppose from this given tree we want to delete the value 64. Now where is 64? Oh no. Suppose 64 is here. Okay. Suppose 64 is given here. See, 64 was here before 65. So in this node, if we want to delete a key value 64, that means 64 is our target key, then you can simply remove this or delete this key because it is not violating any property. Removal of this has left 2 keys for this node, which is allowed. Minimum 2 keys are allowed. So this is the simplest case where you can delete this value 64. Okay. Then next case, the leaf node contain. Next case is you want to delete the value 23. Now where is 23? This. Okay, and you are deleting this 23 from the node which have already minimum number of keys. So this is another case that leaf node contains minimum number of keys, and from that minimum number of key you want to delete some key. Okay, and deletion of this will make this tree violating a property of binary or sorry, B tree. So again, for that we have to borrow the key. So in this case, if we want to delete 23, then only 27 will be left in this node, which is not allowed. So for this case, what we can do, we need to borrow the key from its left or right sibling. Okay, now for this particular node, it doesn't have any right sibling. So it has only left sibling, right? So it will borrow one key from left sibling. So it cannot directly borrow 16 from here and it will paste it here. That will also violate the property, because if you put 16 here, your order is, or the elements are not in a sorted order. So there is again one method that you will have to shift the maximum value from left sibling to the parent. Okay, and then parent value will get transferred to this. So this 16 will go in place of parent, and 20, which is at parent place, will now come here in place of 23. So after this change, if you see your tree, it will look like this. Okay, and check all the values to the left node are less than 16, all the values to the right node are greater than 16. So this is not violating any property of B tree. So this is successful deletion of element 23. So just keep in mind that if you want to delete some key value from the node or from the leaf node which already contains minimum number of key, then what you need to do? You need to borrow the key from its left or right sibling. While borrowing from left sibling, the maximum value from left sibling will go in place of parent, and parent value will come in place of deleted element. But if you are borrowing it from right sibling, then minimum value from that node will come in place of parent, and parent value will get replaced with this deleted value. Okay. So I hope everyone understood till this condition. Okay. Next. So these are the conditions, all conditions which we are going to study for case number 1, deletion from leaf node, not internal node. So from leaf node, we have two conditions. Leaf node contains more than minimum number of keys. That was first example. No need to do any alteration. Just delete that key and it is not affecting any other node. Second case, if the leaf node contains minimum number of key, then you have to either borrow the key from immediate left or borrow it from immediate right. Third case is that neither left or right sibling have more than minimum number of keys. So if their left and right sibling are also having minimum number of keys, then borrowing from them will violate property at that particular node. So again, that is not possible. So this in third case, what we are going to do, that will also discuss. Now another case, case number 2, this case, that is we are going to borrow from the immediate right sibling. Suppose here we want to delete the key or target key 72. After deleting 72, in this particular node, only one key value is left, which is violating property. So we need to borrow either from left or from right sibling. Okay, left we have already discussed. Now suppose I want to borrow one key from right sibling. So what it will do? The minimum value from the right sibling keys, it will go to the parent place, and parent value will come in place of this node. So here 75 is greater than 73. So 73 will be placed at first place and 75 will be placed at second place. So this is the result of second condition. Now delete the value 65. So deleting 65, this is third case where it's both left and right sibling are having minimum number of keys. So we cannot borrow directly from them. So if we delete 65, again only one key is left in this node, which is violating the property of B tree because it should have minimum 2 keys. So in this case, borrowing is also not possible because if I borrow from this, then for this particular node, it will violate the property. If I borrow from right sibling, then for this particular node, it will violate the property of B tree. So in this case, what we will do? We will merge with left or right sibling. Okay. Now, suppose I want to merge this value with left sibling. Now between this left sibling and this sibling, which parent is there? Parent is 60. So while merging this, when there is a patch up between two siblings, parent has to come in. Okay. So for merging this node key value with this 60A, it should merge along with its parent. So parent will be removed from here and will be added here. Then your node will have value 4 key values 51, 52, 60 and 68. 65 is deleted. Okay. So in this case, while merging, parent will also merge. So see, 60 has come here from parent location to this location, 51, 52, and the 68 which was left only one key in the node is also merged with this. So here one important thing is while merging, parent also will be merged between those two key values. So this is the result of case where both left and right sibling have minimum number of keys. I hope everyone is getting this.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now again, the case, the second case, right? Because initially I told you that there are two cases. If the target key is in leaf node, and for this leaf node we have checked with all the possibilities. Now second main case is if the target key is in internal node. So what will happen in that case? Again for internal node there are three cases. While deleting from internal node, it will be replaced with either its in order predecessor or in order successor. And third case, if both in order successor and predecessor have minimum number of keys, then what to do? So we'll check with first condition. That is, we have to replace it with in order predecessor. Suppose here we want to delete the key value 70. Okay. So if we want to delete this 70, then this place will be replaced with in order predecessor. Okay. Now considering for in order predecessor, how you will recognize? From if you want to delete 70, what is at the left of 70? This link. Now from this child, select the maximum value. Maximum value will be the in order predecessor. If you want to select from successor, you have to select minimum value. From predecessor, maximum value. From successor, minimum value, which is similar to the left and right condition. Borrowing from left or right sub-sibling. If you are borrowing from left sibling, you will borrow maximum value. If you are borrowing from right sibling, you will borrow minimum value. Okay. So what will happen here? This 68 maximum value from predecessor will get replaced with 70 and rest of the tree will then remain unaltered. So 68 has gone from this to this place. 70 has been deleted and this is the result of deletion of 70. Now second case, in order successor. Suppose here you want to delete a node 95. So this 95 will be Now here you cannot borrow from in order predecessor because it has only minimum number of keys. So you will go for option number 2, that is borrow from in order successor. Now borrowing from in order successor, you need to borrow the minimum value from that. So you will borrow 100, replace 95 with 100. 100 will be removed from here and this will be the final result. So minimum key from the right subtree is your in order successor. Now the last case where you want to delete the value 77. Now if you go for in order predecessor, that option is not available as it has minimum number of keys. Again in order successor also it has minimum number of keys. So you cannot borrow from this also. So what you will do? So in this case, you have to merge with parent as both the in order successor and predecessor have minimum number of keys. So these two nodes, okay, these two nodes will be merged. 77 will be removed from this and there will be only one link for single node having result of merging of these two nodes. So this is the final result. Okay. So 77 will be added here and you want to delete 77 after addition of 77 here or merging. Then at the end you can remove your desired value, that is 77, so that the node will be left with only 4 number of keys, which is the maximum key